This is the Falcon 9 launching from Vandenberg Air Force Base in California. This particular launch produced a spectacular display above the California night sky. Rocket launches have always been a fascinating spectacle, but every now and then they produce stunning displays like this. But what is causing such an unusual effect? In this video, we're going to look at a phenomenon known as the twilight effect. We are also going to look at what causes this effect and why we don't see it happen very often. In order for the twilight effect to occur, the rocket in question needs to launch around 30 minutes before sunrise or after sunset. As the rocket rises out of the night sky, it starts to escape the Earth's shadow. The rocket's exhaust plume is then illuminated by the high-altitude sunlight, which hasn't yet been blocked by the Earth. To an observer on the ground, the area around them is in darkness, but the rocket's exhaust
1949. Europe is still recovering from the Second World War. Everything needs to be rebuilt. To revive fundamental research and to stop the brain drain, Europe needs to equip itself with modern research facilities.
Seul un laboratoire bien équipé attire les physiciens expérimentateurs, évite la dispersion des talents européens et suscite l'apparition des forces latentes.
In 1952, under the auspices of UNESCO, the Conseil européen pour la recherche nucléaire is founded. The acronym CERN is born. The CERN Convention is signed in 1953. It stipulates that the research carried out must be purely scientific, not used for military applications, and that all results must be made public. In 1954, construction begins in the Geneva countryside, and the convention is ratified by the 12 founding countries. The European Organization for Nuclear Research is created, but the acronym CERN remains. Under the CERN model, physicists remain employed by their national institutes, but can use the tools that the organization provides. Each country is able to keep its best minds. The laboratory's activities develop quickly. The increasingly large accelerators soon extend into French territory, so CERN becomes the world's first cross-border laboratory, an excellent symbol of science unconstrained by national borders. The purely scientific nature of the research attracts physicists from many nations, despite the political tensions between them. During the Cold War, CERN is one of the few places in the world where Western and Soviet scientists work side by side. Following the ideals of its founders, the laboratory contributes to strengthening peace in Europe. CERN's facilities also attract scientists from other continents. From the 1980s, LEP, the Large Electron Positron Collider, and later its successor, the LHC, or Large Hadron Collider, each of a size and complexity never previously seen, mark a new stage in the globalization of particle physics. New countries appear on the map of CERN's collaborators. Talent and expertise know no boundaries. The components of the LHC and its experiments are manufactured by the best industries in the world. And in the other direction, the LHC sends its data to computing centers in dozens of different countries. Today, CERN is a truly cosmopolitan laboratory where more than 10,000 researchers of over 100 different nationalities exchange ideas and work together. Since 1954, CERN has allowed nations to communicate through the language of science. Its model of cooperation, originally dreamt up to rebuild Europe's research capabilities, has now become global and remains an example to others.
doit être ça. Ça doit être ça, ouais. Et c'est ça.
Non, pas nous. Laurent Tissot. Dis donc, il y a de la chercheuse.
Ah oui, qu'est-ce qu'ils ont fait? C'était les Stan.
Je sais pas, mais regarde, il est mignon. Il est beau, hein. Il est magnifique.
Non,
Parce qu'il l'a vu, lui,
je sais pas. Non, il l'a pas vu, mais sur le plateau, en accroche, il a dit un mot sur Guy, il l'a critiqué, c'est ça?
Ah ouais.
Honnêtement, j'ai pas écouté.
Elle couche pas.
Ah, mais c'est bien parti.
C'est qui? Ouais. Est-ce qu'il démonte quoi? Mais il démonte tout.
On n'avait pas jusqu'à 5h30, une trêve jusqu'à 5h30.
Ouais, mais on avait une trêve jusqu'à 5h30.
Enfin, le truc, ils s'étaient engagés à commencer qu'à 5h30 pour nous.
Ouais. Ouais, bah, il fallait leur dire qu'on avait un accord avec. Voilà. Ils mettent d'abord tout le monde chez eux, puis ils nous avaient promis qu'ils recommençaient qu'à 5h30. Ah ouais, mais alors l'oreillette, elle est pas bonne.
What the fuck?
Shit! Fuck! Shit! Ugh.
Do you still think the Statue of Liberty is a woman? Given to us as a gift from France? Oh, that's cute. Well, if you don't want that ruined for you, I wouldn't keep watching. You see, a funny thing happens when you wake up to the lies of the world. You start seeing things that are right there in plain sight. Things like this painting of Lucifer that was done in 1797, and how Lucifer is very often referred to as the morning star or the light bearer, and he is also referred to as Satan, and how he was often depicted standing in a very familiar pose. So familiar that it can't just be coincidental. So familiar that you ask yourself, how did I not see this before? And then you take a closer look and you ask yourself, is that really even a woman's face? Because it looks an awful lot like the Lucifer painting's face. And then you realize that Lucifer was Satan in that Garden of Eden and offered Eve that infamous apple. And then that makes you think, New York, what is it often called? It's referred to as the Big Apple. Now, is that just a coincidence that they have a giant statue of Satan who offered Eve the apple and they call New York the Big Apple? Or is something more going on here that is so right in your face, that is so in plain sight that you wouldn't even think about it? You see, the people that run this place, they like to put it right in your face, and they like to invert everything involving God. And they like to take things like Satan and Lucifer, who is evil, and make him look beautiful and wise. And they do it so obviously and so right in your face that they even put it in the movies.
He's right. We need something that everyone in this town can get behind. We need... a symbol.
Something that appeals to the best in each and every one of us.
Something good.
Inversion.
Something decent.
Inversion.
Something pure.
Inversion.
Kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Because the people you see on TV, people in your government, they all worship one person. And it's that person that is on that giant statue right in New York, right in the Big Apple. So you can continue blindly following what the mainstream narrative is, or you can decide to search for truth, because it's right there in plain sight if you only decide to look. And as always, TikTok, this was pure entertainment. There's nothing serious about it.
The statue of Lucifer. Recently, comedian Bobby Lee and his friends reacted to a video I made 2 years ago on his podcast. In the video, I talk about the possibility that the Statue of Liberty could be a statue that's paying an homage to Satan. In that 1-minute video, I barely scratched the surface concerning this topic, so I don't blame anyone who doesn't consider the idea a possibility.
Here we go. This is what I'm talking about.
Let's hear it.
It is actually a statue dedicated to Lucifer. The left is a painting made in the 17th century.
Wow.
Known as Satan summoning his legion.
I'm in.
Now, the devil's original name in the Bible was known as Lucifer, or in Hebrew, Hellel, which means the light bearer or the bringer of light.
Whoa, hold on. I'm in.
Holding a torch. It's bearing the light.
I'm in.
Now, the Statue of Liberty looks awfully similar to the Colossus of Rhodes. Now, the Colossus of Rhodes was one of the ancient wonders of the world. It was a bronze Greek statue. It was about 108 feet tall.
Dude looks like he's
There it is right there.
He's wearing a diaper.
He's holding a torch. This statue was dedicated to the Greek god Helios, the god of the sun, the god of the light. In fact, many Luciferians refer to the devil as the great light. And this painting of Satan summoning his legions looks awfully similar to the face of the Statue of Liberty. I mean, take a look. Looks pretty similar to me.
I'm in.
Since I have made that video, I have found a lot of detailed information about the Statue of Liberty possibly being an idol to the accuser. The Statue of Liberty is an American landmark visited by approximately 3.5 million. Aspire, he must be loosed a little season to deceive the nations one last time. I believe The 1,000 years possibly ended in the late 1700s, and the Statue of Liberty is paying an homage to this event. At the feet of the statue, we see a broken chain, perhaps symbolizing his release from the bottomless pit, with a torch in the right hand symbolizing the false light, and a plaque in the left hand that reads the year 1776, which we are told is the date of the Declaration of Independence. The date on this plaque might be the date and declaration of his official release. As the Bible says, there is nothing new under the sun. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video was very fruitful. If you would like to support this channel, I do have a Patreon. The link for that is in the bio.
My name is Daniel Steiner, and I'm excited to give you a deeper look into one of my favorite cities. I'm going to tell you the stories behind the iconic landmarks and the places that make New York, New York. Whether or not you plan to visit, you live here, or you just want to do some armchair travel, I'm going to give you a deeper understanding of the largest city in the United States. Right now, I'm in Battery Park, and I'm about to get on a ferry that's going to
this early, unashamed of the gospel till they hang me or burn me. My dad's a Prince of Peace, he didn't create me to worry.
States and already causing an epidemic of overdose fatalities and acts of violence.
Christian belief that can not only affect human events but enter human bodies.
Some have dubbed it the insanity drug,
and it's everywhere. It's been described as the scariest drug in the world. More powerful than heroin or cocaine.
This is a synthetic drug that can alter your state of mind, raising excited delirium, body temperature, and literally losing their mind.
Explain, first of all, what antimatter is and how is it different from the matter that we interact with every day?
Researchers have found a way to grow an adult-sized beer on a rat.
149,000 stores offering sales in the cash sales changing hands.
Bitcoin has taken the market by storm and causing controversy and uncertainty the world over.
Antimatter is the mirror image of ordinary
In
matter.
religion, say
If I
exorcisms
touch it,
done by
it
the
would
Catholic Church
explode
and others.
and destroy all of New York City.
Tomorrow, the homeowners say they're living in the middle of a violent haunting.
A shadowy figure that some say looks like a demon.
A National Guard unit is converging on a hospital in central Manhattan.
Closed. It's smallpox is a very real danger.
More than a
There's not enough vaccines.
Let me stop you there. This is not a panic situation.
An entire American city was
Known as green poison, Central Park has been converted to a
That's the question as a part of a phenomenon called Sinquest, now getting widespread attention.
Widespread looting.
People of New York are begging for
Any available units, fire and house to the
Our first responders are either dead
No resources available.
or treated like animals.
It's not a job. We're not trained for that.
More than 200 entities, has been engaged fully in the transition process from the beginning and has met regularly over the past several months. This is incredibly important sentence right here. 200 entities. Now look at this. Look at this here. Look at this. The Book of Enoch, which I believe is the oldest book in the world. This book's about 5,000 years old. Talking about the angels in heaven. The angels, the children of heaven, right here. Okay, this is chapter 6, verse 2. The angels, the children of heaven, saw and lusted after the beautiful women, the human women, them, and said to one another, "Come, let us choose wives from among the children of men and beget us children." And they were in all 200. So 200 fallen angels, they basically rebelled against God, and they planned to take over the world. 200 entities, right here. 200 entities in the book of Enoch. Chapter 6, you can find the same story in the Bible. Genesis 6, verse 1 through 4, when man began to multiply on the face of the land, and daughters were born to them, the sons of God. This is the angels, saw that the daughters of man were attractive, and they took as their wives, and they chose, verse 4, the Nephilim were on the earth in those days, and also afterward, when the sons of God, the angels, fallen angels, came into the daughters of man, and they bore children to them. These were the mighty men. Shall they be called? Evil spirits have proceeded from their bodies. Because these things were not human, they have nowhere else to go. God has an order and a plan and a design and a system for spirits of people. When we die, we go to Sheol. We're resurrected later on, we're judged. These things, they're not really part of the plan. They're like a virus in the software. We have to get rid of them, right? They're corrupting our software, essentially, of this world. So there's this huge antivirus program that's going on in the world. While these things are deceiving us, and then they're going to get wiped out in the end. We're going to reboot the system. Going to get a new computer, a new heaven and a new earth. Evil spirits have proceeded from their bodies. That's what demons are. They came from the Nephilim, from the 200 watchers. So you see here, this group, Obama's transition team, including more than 200 entities, 200 over the past several months. Kerry is in Antarctica meeting with the entities. We see that this Russian Orthodox leader, Patriarch Kirill, has been meeting, and he met with the Pope around the same time to give him a debriefing. And Obama has been meeting with these entities as well. They've been meeting regularly over the past several months. results. They're telling us right here. We see the origin of these 200 entities right here, the book of Enoch. They were in all 200 fallen angels. 200 of them came to earth. Okay. Now a lot of them are locked up, so maybe maybe what they're doing is these people are in jail essentially. The abyss goddesses, fallen gods and goddesses.
Releasing dark matter and opening up black holes, or as the Bible calls it, a bottomless pit or the abyss. It gets even more evident when CERN's actual mascot they worship is named the Destroyer. CERN is not only releasing what we know as particles, they are releasing these fallen angels because they are the particles.
See anything? Now I've seen, these aren't the best images, but I didn't have time to go through the hours and hours and hours of these that I've already been through. But I have seen all sorts of entities. I've seen lions' faces, sort of tiger, cougar looking faces, lots of animals, horses. I saw one face that was so crystal clear. It was so crystal clear it was a face, and it looked like a Bigfoot. The entity looked exactly like a Sasquatch, and then, those. So I don't know. Did you guys see anything? What do you think? So well beyond those images, there is something very strange about CERN. There's no doubt they know exactly what they're doing. I mean, this is Shiva. They put the goddess of destruction. Of all things, they put the goddess of destruction out in the court in front of their office buildings there at the Large Hadron Collider. And I know this is CERN 101, and it's very elementary for you people who have studied it, but for those people who haven't, these are the things. These are the reasons why we look suspiciously at CERN. First, they put the goddess of destruction out there, and then their logo, their CERN logo is 666. I mean, this isn't a coincidence. They're laughing at us. Likewise, Google Chrome, their logo is the 666. The celebrities, all of them, whether it doesn't matter if you're a musician or you're an actor or you're one of these scientists in the celebrity you know, on the circuit and stuff. There's none who don't do it. They just do it and 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 put it in our face, and they've been doing it for years. It's not a new thing. They just mock us. They just 666 all over us.
I've got your 6.
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 But anyway, back to CERN. Clearly, they have made their logo 666, and they have put the goddess of destruction right in front of their office, and they are now breaking these particles apart and releasing entities, energies, intelligent energies.
These particles, what CERN calls exotic beasts, are the actual fallen angels and beasts described in the Bible and also in the book of Enoch. You see, this is the very continuance of the war in heaven being played out in our day and age. You can take anything about this world and find a duality about it. The light and the dark, male and female, up and down, nothing and everything. And notice even the word, duality, because it is the clashing of the light and the darkness that are constantly in fight over who is to rule. And on the other side of our world lies what Stranger Things calls the upside down, and what CERN has named the hidden valley, that is filled with antimatter and dark matter. That is their world. This is their universe.
Wir freuen uns, dass Sie die Naturerlebniswelt am Bachstein für Ihren Aufzug gewählt haben.
Yeah. What waterfall?
Over here.
Oh yeah, coming off the side, yeah.
This way, to the left. Rail on the left.
There's someone climbing up the wall. It's a ghost. Jesus, what is that? Do you see that? Oh my God. It's climbing up the wall. I'm not kidding you. It's a ghost. Where'd it go?
No, it's not. What is it? Carrie, what is that? What is that? Carrie, what is that?
I have no idea.
Holy crap!
Don't move me. Don't move me.
Ladies and gentlemen, compliance with European emergency requirements for hand carried liquid. Bear in mind our attracting customers and policies apply. Customers traveling from outside the European Union and are non-European airlines are allowed to carry liquids and sealed in authorized liquids come in evidence bags. The type of liquid will let it be products such as solid plastic and cigarettes purchased airtime at any age with a longer journey can be taken through. Strictly liquids may be carried in addition to one carry baggage that is allowed to customize. All our items can be carried within the hand baggage. Thank you.
What the fuck is that? Hey! Kale! Hey! Huh? Oh shit! Oh.
Right up there. Insect or something.
Is that an insect? Let's have a look.
What is it?
I don't know. Oh my god!
Ugh.
Gotta climb on them. These are the shingles. Hello? Oh my god! Hello? Hello?
Бабы. Дымится, смотрите, дядь Коль, да?
Да.
Офигеть.
Expanding, so draw your own conclusions.
Like a blue everybody?
That is strange.
Where?
Let me do a zoom out here.
The zoom out?
Okay, it's right there just floating and then... Wow. Insane.
Okay, now I can see it. Now I can see it. It's a rainbow. What? What did I just say? You're crazy?
Don't move me, please.
But I want to go in there.
No, stay over there.
No. Lots of barrels.
Do another zoom out here.
Yeah.
All right. It's right there. Zoom back in. Wow.
magical money.
我们进去之后，就是喊可以进来吗？可以就是在门口吗？就是我们想跟你聊聊，可以不可以啊？然后半天都不出来人，然后他父亲呢出来，在。
Tampoco bien.
This is scary. Sounds so creepy.
I don't hear it. Wow, that was strange.
High school cheerleader Ariel Olivar is so skilled, she's considered the #1 invisible box challenger in the USA. The 11th grader from Texas sure makes it look so easy. We caught up with Ariel in New York City, where she showed Inside Edition producer Allison Hall how to do it.
So first, you gotta show them there's nothing there, there's no invisible box. So now you're gonna pat about a foot off the ground. Now remember where your hand is, and put your foot there. And so this foot, you have to keep it in the same exact spot the whole time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, jump.
That is so hard.
It sure is.
I have not just did the world or the public maybe doesn't know so much about me as an artist, which is great. You know, I'm only on my 3rd album now, and Born This Way is about living between halfway from reality.
Dada, you have one picture, Dada, please. Dada, for AJ, you have one picture, please.
someone's foot straight up. Look back, baby. Give us space. Fans, she's not going to do anything to you.
Bye, Dada.
Well,
Love ya.
And I want to thank Congresswoman Marcia Fudge for hosting us.
Get ready to read all these words on this page without making a mistake. Look at the letter at the end and remember the sound it makes. Get ready. Kite. Yes, kite. Get ready to read this word the fast way. Get ready. Kid. Yes, kid. Sound it out. Get ready. Kid. Sound it out. Get ready. Kid. What word? Kid. Yes, kid. Boys and girls, sound this word out. Get ready. Seal. What word? Seal. Yes, steel. Read these words the fast way. Get ready. Playing. Yes, playing. Get ready. Must. Yes, must. Let's read these words the fast way without making a mistake. Get ready. Kite. Yes, kite. Get ready. Kit. Yes, kit. Get ready. Steel. Yes, steel. Get ready. Playing. Yes, playing. Get ready. Must. Yes, must. Boys and girls, pick your reader up from under your seat. Open your book up to lesson 60 on page 153. Count of three, everyone should be on page 23. If the yellow paper is going to loudly drop it. Thank you. Everybody touch the title of your story. Fingers under the title. Get ready to read the title the fast way. We're waiting for one member. Thank you. Fingers under the title of the story. Get ready. The pet goat. Yes, the pet goat. Fingers under the first word of the story. Get ready to read the story the fast way. Get ready. A girl had a pet goat. Go on. She liked to go running with her pet goat. Go on. She played with her tail. Try it again.
Copy that. Yeah, I can talk. Copy that. Go ahead. I'm ready. Well, what from we can see right here as we were coming up the Hudson River, we can see thick black smoke indicating the fire is still going on right now in the World Trade Center. For as far as the eye can see, and you can tell right here at the top of this tower, there's a huge gaping hole, flames still inside, thick black smoke still coming out. We have not been able to see what, if any kind of an aircraft is inside the building. This is the best vantage point right here, and as you can see, just a huge gaping hole throughout the entire side of this tower right now.
telling us to back off.
From the front angle before, but not from this angle.
Cut back to the BBC. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
this early. Unashamed of the gospel till they hang me up.
This is how you become a beauty in beer league hockey.
It's 2006 in Pensacola, Florida. David Eckhart is asleep in his bedroom. A closed-circuit camera mounted above the bed captures the room bathed in a soft yellow light coming from an open door. Suddenly, the camera picks up something alarming. A short, skinny humanoid figure begins slowly peeking out from behind the open door. David does not stir from his sleep as little by little, the figure creeps further into the doorway, revealing a bizarrely slender leg, seemingly just a few inches in diameter, then an oblong head and eventually its whole body. It resembles otherworldly beings commonly described as greys, and this apparently wasn't the first
make even more noise for my band.
Great. What is that?
One more time. 6, 7, 8.
The value would be greater. You let it rumble. Let it stay open. Let it close in silence. When that door opens, you start that piano. Da 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 da. God bless you. I really feel the need. Wait, no, my friends. No, you gotta let it simmer. It's got a moment where it has to simmer.
That's right.
You're not letting it simmer. You just bathe in the moonlight. You have to let it simmer a bit, you know?
Yeah.
Right here. Okay, no second verse. Sorry. Okay, sorry. That was a mistake. There is no second verse. Sorry about that, you guys. First verse, ooh, then right to the bridge. Okay. Let's do it one more time.
Sure. Want to go down and come back up?
Yeah. That's why we have rehearsal.
There you go. Random.
You guys, I gotta tell you this. When I'm trying to hear it, it feels like somebody's fist is pushed into my ear. It's really very difficult. I know you mean well, but I'm trying to adjust to the inner ears, okay? With the love, L-O-V-E.
Hey, get me down.
ancient army of warriors has been quietly conquering the world. Wherever small battalions of China's famous terracotta warriors are exhibited, they win over a new legion of fans.
For more than 2,000 years, an army of 8,000 clay warriors has stood guard over China's first emperor, silent, unmoving, and eternal. This was a man so consumed by power that he refused to let death end his rule. Instead, he created an entire army to serve him in the afterlife, convinced he could rise beyond mortality and live forever like a god. But in 2025, everything changed. Using artificial intelligence, researchers examined the faces of these ancient statues, and what they uncovered sent shockwaves through the archaeological world. Beneath centuries of dust, hidden details began to emerge, clues tied to long-lost secrets of ancient China, sealed away from the modern age. And now, those secrets are finally coming to light. It all traces back to an unexpected moment in 1974. That spring, northern China was in the grip of a severe drought. The land near Xi'an had cracked under months without rain. Desperate for water, a group of farmers decided to dig a well. One of them, Yang Jifa, thrust his shovel into the dry, yellow soil. About 15 feet down, the blade struck something hard. At first, it didn't seem unusual, maybe a broken tile or an old piece of pottery. But then, something rolled free from the dirt. It was a human head, sculpted entirely from clay. As they continued digging, more fragments surfaced, a torso, pieces of armor, and even bronze arrowheads. The farmers didn't realize the importance of what they had found. They simply gathered the pieces and set them aside, even selling some of the bronze tips for a small amount of money. The discovery could have easily been forgotten, if not for a local official named Zhao Kangmin, who heard rumors about strange statues near the well and decided to investigate. The moment he saw the fragments, he knew they were extraordinary. Soon after, archaeologists arrived, and within months, excavations were underway. What they uncovered was so vast and unbelievable that authorities halted everything and constructed an entire museum complex over the site to protect it. As layers of earth were removed, an incredible sight came into view. A battlefield frozen in time. Endless rows of life-sized clay soldiers stood in perfect formation, each one detailed with remarkable precision. Their heads were raised, their armor carefully carved, and every figure faced east, toward the lands their emperor had conquered more than 2 millennia ago. Behind them stood clay horses that once pulled wooden chariots. Though the wood had long since decayed, the marks in the ground still revealed where the wheels once rolled. The scale of the discovery was staggering. Over 8,000 warriors, more than 100 chariots, and hundreds of horses spread across massive, underground chambers. And even now, only a small portion has been uncovered. Most of this ancient army remains buried, untouched, exactly as it was placed thousands of years ago. And this is just the beginning of the mystery. If you enjoy uncovering hidden history and mind-blowing discoveries like this, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned, because the deeper we go, the more unbelievable it gets. But here's what truly unsettled researchers. This army wasn't just guarding treasure. It was protecting something far more mysterious, and possibly far more dangerous. Take Pit 1, the largest chamber. It stretches roughly 755 feet long and over 200 feet wide, covering more than 3.5 acres, about the size of 2 football fields combined. The soldiers stand on a surface 16 feet below the original ground level, in what would have once been a covered staging area prepared for battle. At the front, a line of soldiers stands ready to strike. Behind them, tightly packed infantry hold long weapons. Along the sides and rear, troops face outward, guarding against attacks from every direction. The entire formation mirrors a real battlefield strategy with incredible accuracy. And while Pit 1 showcases sheer force, Pit 2 reveals something even more advanced. This chamber contains what experts call a combined arms formation, different types of troops working together in coordination. Here, archaeologists uncovered cavalry units, complete with saddled horses, and the deeper they looked, the more complex the story became. Kneeling archers are captured in the exact moment of drawing their bows, while chariot crews stand poised as if they could charge at any second. Then there's Pit 3, much smaller, around 5,600 square feet, but possibly the most significant of all. Inside are only a few dozen figures, mostly officers, along with a single chariot pulled by 4 horses. The layout feels deliberate, almost strategic, leading many experts to believe this space served as a command center, where high-ranking leaders once directed the larger army formations nearby. And then comes Pit 4, a mystery in itself. Discovered later, it was completely empty. No soldiers, no horses, nothing. An unfinished chamber, suggesting construction, abruptly stopped, as if something brought the entire project to a sudden end. But here's where things take an even more fascinating turn. Each warrior stands roughly between 5.5 to 6 feet tall and weighs hundreds of pounds. They may be hollow, but their structure is incredibly durable. The legs were formed like thick clay cylinders, while the torsos were created separately as large hollow shells. Arms, hands, and heads were sculpted individually and then carefully attached while the clay was still soft. Skilled artisans smoothed the joints, carved out facial details, and pressed intricate textures into the surface by hand. When scientists examined the material under microscopes, they realized this wasn't ordinary clay. It was a carefully engineered mixture, primarily local loess, a fine yellow silt found in northern China, blended with minerals like quartz and kaolin. Loess compacts easily and hardens when dry. Quartz adds strength, and kaolin provides a smooth, workable texture. What this revealed was astonishing. This wasn't just art. It was a massive, state-controlled production system operating as far back as the 3rd century BC. Evidence of that system is still visible today. Certain features, like the basic shapes of hands or heads, repeat, showing that molds were used to create standardized parts. But once those parts were made, artists would refine each one by hand. And that's where it gets remarkable. No two warriors are exact.